he's like, they run around so much that Gilgamesh is always landing in the bowl of still water, and then he's just soaked with water, but then he's still running around. Yeah, I'm looking at you. And he just keeps going. He's also had a he's also an artist because he got a bit of poop stuck on his tail, because in the litter box I've got the wood pellets, which I think I'm going to switch them. So he got a wood pellet with a little bit of poop stuck to his tail. And so I found little sploshes. There was one on the floor, and then I had like I had gotten them a small litter box because I wasn't sure if this one was going to be too big for them, which they do have to climb into it a little bit. But the small litter box, then I had a pillow in it instead, but they weren't using it, so I took that out of here. But when I took it out of here, I was like, oh, here's the piece of wood with the poo stuck to it, the paintbrush. He's on the cardboard. Can you see him? I'm in the way. They love the cardboard boat. I don't think they figured out that it's... He's eating some cardboard. I don't think they figured out that it's for scratching their claws on, but they do it a lot on the scratching post. They climb up and down that shit all day. And then they love to do it. I've got this plastic mat with these like holes in it for under the front of the litter box. And they love to scratch that too. I don't know why. Gilgamesh is like... He does not understand the litter box fully, but not in the way that he doesn't use it. It's that he goes in there, he does a poop or pee, and then he... Yeah, I've got my cat socks. He scratches... He, like, Brian covers his poop so easy. Like, he just is like, oh, I cover my poop now, right? So he does that. Gilgamesh, after he poops or pees, when he starts to try to cover it, he starts with the walls. And I'm like, that's not doing anything. That's not doing anything. But then after he does the walls, then he gets the floor. So he does cover it eventually, for the most part. He's drinking his extra water down there. He loves water. He's just always drinking it, which is good, because usually cats do not drink enough water. Alpha cat doesn't bury poops. I see. He's probably the... Brian is bigger than him. Yeah, there will probably be a second litter box eventually. Because the other thing is, as soon as one of them goes into the litter box, the other one is like, what are you doing making this noise over here? So they go and bother him. Whichever one is in the litter box, the other one is like, what are you doing in there? And goes to bother them. And so usually I'm having to distract one while the other one goes to do their business. Here. This guy is like everything you want in a boy. Yeah, they're both boys. He loves to be pet. He loves to be cuddled. But he's very curious. And he wants to climb everything. But he was the one, so like, for bedtime, I'll like lay down on the floor with them and start to scratch them. Look at his stupid little lips. Why he got lips like a little man? He's got lips like a man, dude. This Gilgamesh. He's gonna... Don't do that. You're being naughty. He loves baby time. But he'll come out and I'll pet him. And he'll get his motor going. And then he will, Then once Brian hears this motor going, the purring, Brian's like, bro, we revving? So Brian comes out and then I have to pet him too. Which is good, because Brian's a bit more skittish. He doesn't really like being held. This guy, I'll show you what he likes. Show the people what you like, you little crazy. I'll try to do where you can see it. Here. Show them what you like. He loves this. He just loves that. The backflip. Go play with your brother, sausage. Time to incite some violence. But yeah, he loves to... I don't know, he's weird. He's just like... He loves being a little slinky. But he's good. He likes cuddling and he loves being petted. Which, it's so funny because I thought with Brian being fluffy, I thought that he would be more like cuddly and stuff. But Gilgamesh is more cuddly and more of a little freak. Brian likes to smell my socks and my feet. And he also, if I lay on the floor with them, Brian likes to come up to my face. That's their timer. Brian likes to come up to my face and smell my nose also. And he will smell my nose rings. And then he will lick them. And then he will smell my septum. And then he will lick that too. Maybe he is checking if I'm dead. But I do also think he's just a little freak-a-leak. Is what he is. But yeah, I think he'll come around to like the cuddling and stuff. I think that it's just he was like when I brought them home, Brian stayed in the cat carrier for like hours and hours and hours and did not come out. And I just let him do that because I was like, I don't want to force him to do anything that he doesn't want to do. But then I was like, okay, well, I want to leave them alone for a little bit, so I want to make sure that he knows where the litter box is. So I took him out and I put him in the litter box. There they go, they're gonna kill each other. And then after that, it was like, he was like, okay. So then he would come out and play for a bit and then go back in the carrier. I got Zeke, he just hid behind the toilet for the first day. Zerk's got some beautiful, amazing, sweet babies too. But, yeah, so Brian's been better about it. There's 2 babies. When they get super comfortable, they will come for fussing more often. I think it's like, if one sees the other one doing it, then they're like, oh, I want it too. Oh, 1 second. I think I've got delivery, but they'll just leave it. Yeah, if one of them hears the other one or sees the other one getting, like, cuddled, especially when they're tired, then the other one will come over. But they'll probably go crazy soon, because that's what they do. Rodney. There's, like, basically, they go crazy for, like, 20 to 30 minutes or something. It feels like that. And they'll be running all over. And their feet are so loud because I've got plastic under my office chair. And they'll just run, knock shit over. They zoom. Oh my gosh, their zoomies are intense. And then they fucking zonk out, dude. Love that you named one after a Mesopotamian myth and the other one got an office worker name. Well, he's Magic Brian, technically. But that's his special name. And that's from a D&D podcast, essentially.